It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline. And remember, he's in charge at any time. An Omaha Steaks joke of the day could bust out.
Oh, yesterday's joke, stellar.
There's Willie Griswold.
Yeah, but Ace practices restraint. He doesn't just do it whenever
That's
he
right.
wants. He
That's
doesn't
exactly
do Willie.
Like he wouldn't do it right now, for example.
No, he wouldn't.
God,
He wouldn't
no.
dare.
Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
What did the Rasta man say to the pirate?
I don't know.
Everything all right?
That's
Well sold. I mean, it was very well sold.
It was.
Yeah.
And there's Tom Griswold. The rumors of his death are greatly exaggerated.
I love that line.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, let's see. We were trying to catch up with a couple of things.
Real quick, Christy, I noticed that you're wearing your mood ring and that it is pitch black.
Yeah, how would you like me to... Wait, I can turn it around and it'll be white. Look at that.
Is that onyx? What do you got
Onyx
there?
and mother of pearl. See,
Oh,
and
how
it
about
flips
that?
over.
Let's see.
Beautiful.
See, it's white now,
Right.
but then it's magic. You flip it over and it's black.
Cool.
Oh, that's interesting.
So you get two rings in one.
I've always loved that ring. I think it's very pretty.
Thank you.
Let's see the other hand. Oh, so sorry.
That's
walk out.
That's very
Wow.
funny.
I'm just glad I was here.
That's a reference to one of my favorite jokes of all time in the movie Airplane.
yes.
The movie, if you've never seen the movie
You do
Airplane,
like that line, yeah.
the movie Airplane, it is, for my money, top 10 of all time movies.
Well, of course. Yes.
It's so funny. But there's a scene where essentially what is it? The plane is going to go down.
Right.
And it's the flight attendant is talking to someone else.
She's having a bit of a meltdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she, before they're going to die, and she goes, well, at least I have a husband.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something to
Yeah,
that effect.
thanks.
Very funny. So sorry. Now.
Yeah, I haven't worn a left-hand ring in a long time.
Okay, well.
Good for you.
Yeah, well, to be honest, though, I mean,
What?
you did wear 3 different ones. So.
I think you should wear all three on that same
You know what?
finger still.
I don't have them anymore.
I
It's
know
like a
that-
totem pole of
that
rings.
Josh doesn't approve of this, but I think you should get engaged to yourself, and then
Oh, my God.
take your and go marry yourself.
No.
You know what,
Spend
Christy?
some
Chick is
time,
right.
some time
I
with
do
yourself.
not approve of that.
However, there's free cake, Josh.
I would
Just
never.
buy us cake.
Never do that.
Have a
Now,
reception.
isn't wedding cake your favorite cake?
It is.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I love that wedding cake.
If I ever would, I would never have another wedding.
Oh, okay.
I would just disappear.
Elope?
Yeah.
That's so selfish. You don't want me and Chick to have an open bar?
Nope.
That's really rude of you.
Christy's been married 3 times. I've been to none of them.
That's right.
Chick, how many of Christy's weddings you been to?
None, but this
You did get-
actually happened. Shut up. This actually happened.
I had nothing to do with it.
I'm sitting in my house. The phone rings. I'm retiling the bathroom floor, actually. The phone
Okay.
rings, and it's her soon-to-be husband. He goes, look, the wedding's tomorrow afternoon, and Christy and I have been talking it over, and a couple spots just opened up. Wow. We'd love it if you would come to the wedding. And I said, well, okay, we'll think about it.
They
The
didn't come.
day before the wedding.
We had a very small wedding,
They
50
were-
people.
Now, it's interesting.
I was at the top of their mind, Willie, after they'd invited everyone else.
Yeah, no one called me. They didn't call Bob.
Well, there you
they
go.
went right to the Chickster.
Yeah.
I guess.
That just
I
shows.
had nothing to do with that.
Okay. Now, we got to move on here. First of all, we were trying to flip things around and do what we usually do last first, which is Today in History.
Go.
I prefer the full
Hit it,
intro.
Daddy.
No, I like the full intro. You got to get people.
Time now for This is History Man.
In 1952, once again, the first
Here's History Man.
KFC opened in Salt Lake City. That is really interesting to me. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, he was trying to sell it. Maybe Kentucky wasn't interested at first.
Maybe.
Plus, I can totally see the appeal of the word Kentucky being, in a different state. It's like, hey, we're nowhere near Kentucky.
You know,
We
it's-
get it
That's
here.
true.
It's Friday. I'm going to get a bucket of chicken and have a bucket of fun. By God.
Yeah, you are.
You're darn right. I am.
When did they drop the Kentucky Fried Chicken and just go with KFC? When was
It's
it?
been weird.
Yeah.
During the fresh days, during the
Depression.
Fried
Okay.
was
Depression.
a negative.
Now, I'm going to
Right.
play something, Willie. I want to see if you can identify this.
Okay.
Willie Griswold, slightly hungover.
I'm not slightly.
You look really
Damn it!
hungover.
What is going on?
Sleep
How did this
deprived.
rumor get
You
Christy
don't look
says-
hungover. You just look tired.
You
Yeah,
look-
it looks like you can barely keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
have
you've been with a woman all
sty.
night.
Is that
Willie,
what it
do?
is?
No,
yeah,
no.
I have
You
a
look fine, Willie, but you look tired.
I hate that.
You
That
really
is
look
my
tired.
least favorite thing. Are you okay? Is everything okay?
Is that
I'm
okay?
fine.
Do you need an ambulance?
I don't need an ambulance.
I never said that you were hungover.
No,
I
she
just
said you were look tired.
I don't. I think I have a sty. I think that's
God,
what it is.
God,
the kids are
I have
calling
some
us.
eye drops over here. You ever notice when you tell someone, hey, look, calm down? It never works.
Right.
Rarely. Very
And
rarely.
here's something I learned
Where's my drop?
recently. Don't say to a certain person, boy, you're in a bad mood.
Oh.
That does not
yeah.
work. That
That's
does not
what
Don't
Lord-
ever tell me I'm in a bad.
Josh is like,
You guys know that.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Tom doesn't know that. The rest of you.
I know that.
Yeah, I find it rather humorous when I tell him he's in a bad mood.
So you tried that on the girl, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Huge.
You like when I walk into the green room and throw plates?
Although my favorite over the years is Tom will just pound away on me. Just pound, and he's laughing it up.
Sure.
And then the commercials will start and I'll slink out of the room,
Right.
injured, bleeding, and Tom will go, "What's with Chick?"
And not just that.
What the
At
hell's his
5:30, he'll
problem?
be on the phone with me, and he goes, "Yeah, Chick clocked out at 8:20 for some reason."
He was unconscious for the last 3/4 of the show because I beat him about his head and shoulders. But I don't understand.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom program. It's a great pleasure to have you here. We have a lot to get to today.
Lot to get to.
We haven't even started the sportscast
Nope.
yet.
No sports.
What do you got over there, Pally?
I got all sorts of stuff. But we're not. Hello, Bob and Tom show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Oh,
Hey,
you're just
Donnie,
talking
how are
about
you?
Oh, I hate to be the barrel of bad news, but it's that time of year again.
What's that?
I clean out my garage twice a year, Tom. I did it once on the first day of fall, and then again on the first day of spring.
Oh, okay.
Basically, the infernal equinox and the external equinox.
Sure.
Hey, my garage is full of dust, it's full of dirt, enough spider webs to make a haunted house jealous. Swear to God. And man, I hate spiders.
Oh.
I remember all the way back in kindergarten when we watched Charlotte's Web. I was the only one in my class who stood up and cheered when she turned up dead. I swear to God. They gave me the board right there on the beanbag. But my point is, first thing I need to do is organize my workbench. I've never been good with tools. Like I was 23 before I realized that a Phillips screwdriver wasn't something you made with milk of amnesia and vodka to help keep you regular.
Phillips screwdriver.
And I got a ton of garden tools to clean off and put up someplace. What kind of name is Weed Whacker anyways?
Well,
It sounds like something a peeping Tom would do. No offense, Tom.
None taken.
But I really do need to downsize and organize my stuff good. You guys ever see them people who move in them tiny houses like they're a Keebler elf?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
a big thing.
They're stupid if you ask me. Tiny houses, not the elves.
Right.
My hot cousin Amber, her and her cuckold husband bought one of them tiny houses last year. I swear to God. And now you laugh, but both of them have to go chiropractor regular because their backs are all jacked up from being hunched over all the time.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
They embarrassed at the food court a few months ago. Looked like they're both looking for a lost contact lens. And now they're all about living off the land, no modern medicine or gadgets, even though their Astrovan has 2 fuzzbusters. I swear to God, not to mention, a tiny house seems like a real good idea until it's being carried off by a not-so-tiny tornado.
yeah.
They're free birds that way. It's like Amber always says, if we spot a nader, it's time to relocate her. So good luck with the cleaning. I got to go.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you too,
thanks.
Donnie. Thanks.
There he goes.
He's cleaning out his garage because of the equinox. I guess.
Sure. Yep.
Let's see now. Where were we? I know we're. Oh, there we go. This is. I think we have something very special happening.
What could be happening
Yes,
now?
we do. There he is on the big screen.
Look at that.
It's
Nice.
Mr. Jeff Oskay
And he smells as good as he looks.
and his special news program. I look forward to this every week. Jeff, are you ready?
I am. Are you?
Oskay.
That's right.
Week, usually Fridays. Oskay. Fake newscaster.
Oh, That is nice. I love that jingle.
Very good.
We give our listeners the news every week, but we don't always give them all the news. So I'm here to give you, the listener, the news we failed to mention.
Okay.
All right.
A fertility doctor used his own sperm to secretly impregnate some of his patients. What you failed to mention, probably use this phrase a lot: lean back, close your eyes, and you may feel a little prick. Wait, I do that. You don't do that.
Sorry.
Because of staffing and workforce shortages, some companies are doing away with drug testing for employees. What you failed to mention, get ready for your surgeon to start calling you dude a lot. A man was rejected after proposing to his girlfriend on the Jumbotron at a WNBA game. What you failed to mention, finally some excitement at a WNBA game. Get it? Because women's basketball sucks.
Yes,
Making friends.
Yes, sir.
Great athletes.
They're saying weed.
You have to see this one.
They're saying weed is good at helping women going through menopause. What you failed to mention, now mom can go from having hot flashes in the house to hot boxing in the driveway.
I heard a bong there.
That was the sound of a bong.
it
Yes.
was.
Yep.
Someone somewhere is trying to set the record for the largest dog wedding. What you failed to mention, I want to attend just so I can hear the minister say, Fido, do you take this bitch to be your lawfully wedded wife? You may now hump the bride.
Come on, that's great.
How does this work?
Killing.
In Australia, they have giant earthworms that can grow up to 8 feet in length. What you failed to mention, it's terrific bait. You can either catch one really big fish or 40 dozen super small ones.
It's silly.
Some zebras escaped and were running loose. What you failed to mention, in zebra gangs, this is how they earn their stripes. Because they got stripes.
Zebra gangs.
Guys are putting nicotine pouches in their foreskin. What you failed to mention, I can quit anytime I want. On the other hand, my penis is up to 12 pouches a day.
Good work there.
See here. A man was sent to prison for castrating another man without his consent. What you failed to mention, when he gets out of prison, I have a sales job for him. Wrong one. Oh, that was the castration sound. Hold on.
And he did have his consent, you know.
Yes, he did. He volunteered.
If you can talk a guy into cutting his nuts off, I'm sure as heck you can talk a family of 4 into a used Chrysler LeBaron with low miles.
Precisely.
An 11-year-old made 2 holes in 1 during a junior golf tourney. Oops. What you failed to mention, I bet his mom's telling all her friends he made 2 holes in 1 at home. I can't even get him to make his bed. A woman claims she had a sex ghost in her house. What you failed to mention, I've never had a sex ghost, but I am extremely haunted by some of my past relationships. All right. And finally, hundreds of carp in Lake Orion up in Michigan have died from herpes. What you failed to mention, who's the nasty ass banging all these carp?
And now, on with the show.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Jeff Oskay. News you failed to mention. Thank you very much.
Very entertaining.
Special 2-camera shoot today.
Yes.
Oh, sure. Yeah, very
I
good.
loved it.
Very nice. You can view that somewhere this evening, perhaps on our TV show. You can find that on various social media platforms.
Well, considering Jeff edits the TV show, I'm sure that'll be it.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Jake, I love you.
And right back at you, Slick. That's a good flannel.
You know, it's funny. I was just thinking about what a great gray that is on your shirt.
It's a nice gray.
Boy, we love each
Why don't
other.
you guys just go make out?
Get a room.
Let's see if our beards Velcro together.
Nobody's.
just get stuck.
I didn't see that coming. I turned my head. There's Ace Cosby. Shut up. There's Willie Griswold.
You'd see it coming.
There's Tom Griswold. He's back. He's healthy. He's running his trap.
I'm just very disappointed.
Why?
Willie forgot his new catchphrase.
Oh, he did it last time.
Oh. I did it last time. I'm gonna sprinkle it in. I don't say it every time. Get away from this.
Do you think Larry the Cable Guy doesn't say get her done?
No, but this
He
is how
sprinkles it in.
This is how you ruin catchphrases. We try to make something. There's already a sound effect for this. Big time. There's going to be T-shirts before I can even establish what it is.
Now, did you go talk to PJ, get your lighters for your...
I did not. I'll go talk to PJ today. I'll figure the lighters out.
Oh, it's going to be, I'll tell you what, in Peoria, when are we in Peoria?
15th and 16th of October.
Let me check.
Friday, it's a Saturday and Sunday.
Yes,
Friday and Saturday.
October 15, 16, Jukebox Comedy Club, Josh Arnold and Willie Griswold, and you're going to be selling your much sought-after koozies.
And I'm telling you what, I reordered, and we're cutting it close. They're going to be shipped to the comedy club that day.
Oh, wow, Willie.
So,
and then Willie wants to do lighters. What are they going to say?
I just want to make a lighter that says "not for weed." I think that'd be funny. The joke is you can use them for candles, cigarettes, or arson.
And there's a marijuana leaf with a
Arson.
through.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. Just a little silly little.
Okay,
You got
and I'm
your
saying
name on it,
you need to put Willie Big Time Griswold on it.
I can't. I don't want to commit to big time. This is. It's over. It's dead.
oh, he's not feeling it anymore.
I'm feeling big time.
3 days.
Everyone endorsed it. We all loved it.
You got to let things happen naturally. You got to play.
That
it
was
cool.
organic. You just shouted it out.
Yeah.
I only wish that How About You was welcomed with so much praise.
Okay, well, let's just play it cool. Be
And
very
aplomb.
Palm.
Now, yesterday I learned a new word.
What was that?
It involves
Silence?
Humility?
sorry.
God, no.
More like hubris, right?
They're all hilarious. Silence, humility, and sorry.
Do you think we're trying to tell you something?
No, you're a joy. You're an absolute joy.
You think it would be nicer since you cheated death, but no.
Yeah, you'd think you'd be nicer considering you cheated death.
No, I said we would be nicer.
No, I did, Pat. I learned it was
You get a
actually
little perspective there, bud.
two words: severance pay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to
I bet Tom at one point did die, and he walked up, and God walked up to him, and he goes, Tom, you're doing everything perfectly. I just sent him back.
Good
Keep
God.
up the good work, man.
Keep up the good work.
Yes.
Got a thumbs up.
Yeah, big old guy.
And then Tom
gray
said, I
hair.
wish I could say the same for you, pal.
Oh, boy. I've got a few.
I think we need to talk.
I remember saying to Jesus,
Quite
a
frankly-
robe with a hoodie, really?
Yes, quite frankly, G, I just don't think you're...
I couldn't talk to God. He was wearing a backwards hat.
Really?
Saint Peter. Isn't that a little
I put up a picture of us from a long time ago, and it has your goatee in it, and I didn't realize it when I put it up. And people,
That's such a great picture.
people were going, Tom has something he hates on his face.
That's right.
His goatee.
Very dated.
And Chick, you have that, and can I ask you?
Oh, I do too, yeah.
Is that in a post-divorce phase? Because I contend that goatees are for the divorce.
Maybe.
Any picture you see of Chick, just assume it's post-divorce.
There it is. There's something.
I mean, technically, what are the odds?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm
you're
not, what am I laughing
pretty
about?
good.
Okay, what am I laughing at?
Yeah.
That's what's known as a lock in the business.
Oh my God! I'm carrying Josh out. I'm cheering him. That was
So the new word we learned yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
it involved, first of all, the slang term, a 40.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What is a 40 again,
A
Chris?
40-ounce.
40-ounce malt liquor.
40 ounce.
Mhm.
And then the new word was it Edward 40 hands?
Exactly.
Wow, you didn't mess it up.
And once again, Josh, can you explain this? It's
Yes, it's when at a party, your friends will duct tape a 40-ounce into each one of your hands, and you cannot have them removed until they're empty.
and
So it makes things like
Yeah.
going to the bathroom difficult.
I think those are Miller Genuine Drafts, if I recognize
Yes,
the bottle.
they do look like it.
that's it. That's going to be a rough night.
That is a ridiculous thing to do.
And you
Almost
hilarious.
can't pee or anything because
You need
can't
help,
get
yeah.
the,
or you
yeah.
pee your pants or in the
Yeah.
pool or whatever. Yeah.
Well, also, if you drink that much beer, you're pretty much guaranteed to pee the bed later. You got to make sure you.
Yeah, that would be at least 7. Let's see. Is it 2.5 or I think it's 3.5 beers per 40, right?
Wow.
Oh God!
That's
Man.
7 beers?
Within,
Just when you see you'd need help.
Yeah.
How do you envision this scene?
Gosh.
Well, let's say I were to do it with my brothers at the lake one weekend, that one of them would have to unzip me and maybe even remove me from my pants.
Which one do you go to? Which brother?
In contemporary cancel culture, I can't say what I'd like to say.
I'm with Willie. Which brother do you choose?
My older brother Jeff, he's out. He just wouldn't do it.
Okay.
I bet John, who's right below me, would, but he would also think it's super funny for me to piss my pants.
Yes,
and he wouldn't want to help. Joe, I would ask, but he probably has a lit cigarette in his hand.
Joey!
And I'd be nervous of that. I think I'd jump in the lake, or I'd just walk in the lake.
I would never ask a friend to do that.
Right.
Well, what if you really had to go?
Yeah, what if your
Would you
hands
just
were
pee
duct
your
taped to
pants?
40 ounces?
First of all, I would never allow this.
Well, of course not. We all know that you would never do this.
What a weird thing. But a couple people sent us photographs of parties where they were doing this.
It's wonderful.
I'm not sure we can post this because we don't have necessarily the permission of the people.
When's the last time you had, not including anything with your children, when the last time you had fun?
Oh, I have fun all the time.
When?
Without
your children.
Well, you go at the airport, look at people coming in from the arrivals, and go, look at this guy.
Oh, I'd love doing that.
Yeah, I bet you do.
He lit up.
He did. Look at him. Look at him. Look what this guy's wearing. Oh, he's got a backpack. What is he, daycare?
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com or listen live with the Bob and Tom app. And be sure to tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.